So good afternoon everyone, and thank you so much for joining with a lot of energy. What we are thinking is very objective oriented and very strong foundational expectation of making India, our country, begging free. And of course, our vision is not limited to any geography, but of course there is a laboratory of experiment going on in our own country and by us. So let's focus on that first. The very fundamental reason of, if you see, the very fundamental reason of begging is not the attrition or not the challenges that any individual face and forced to beg, but it's all of us who start donating and supporting that cause, because we never thought of an alternative that, hey, can we do something so that the beggar doesn't beg? Rather, we end that entire interaction with the beggar by pulling some coins and notes from our pocket, and we keep encouraging it, right? So begging, we always find, is a byproduct of all our donations, believe it or not, right? And what we are trying to do at Beggars Corporation, we are trying to create a very alternative mechanism or very strong machinery where beggars will not only be employable, but beggars will be entrepreneur. It's a very big vision. And nobody in any part of the world has taken this vision, right? So what we say, that don't donate, rather purchase. You don't need to become a donator or somebody just doing it to help that moment of your emotional outburst, but associate with Beggars Corporation, being an active partner and being a customer of it, right? It will encourage the beggars to work, and ultimately the objective or the vision that we have embarked on of making India begging free can be achieved. Now let's see some statistics which is there publicly available and researched by Bain and Company. It says private donations in India is more than 1 lakh crore per annum. It's 105,000 crore per annum. Out of which 33,000 crore is a retail donation by individuals. आप और मेरे जैसे लोग कहीं ना कहीं वो रिटेल डोनेशन देते हैं, जो कि ₹1 से शुरू होके कई लाख तक जा सकता है, राइट? नाउ अगर हम देखेंगे what Beggar Corporation is trying to do is taking a view of from 2022 to 2027 financial year exit. If this 33,000, that portion remains exactly the same, it's going to be 1,65,000 crore. And we are saying that out of this 1,65,000 crore, 0.68% of the individual donations, which is equivalent to 1,125 crore rupees, क्या हम इसका एक कॉज मार्केट बना पाएंगे? क्या हम ये अमाउंट को बेगर्स कॉर्पोरेशन के थ्रू टू मेक इंडिया बेगिंग फ्री यूटिलाइज कर पाएंगे? That's the platform that we're thinking. Now, who are we targeting? And every point that I mentioned here is open for a debate. I would request Mr. Mishra, if there are questions, we would create another forum of discussion and we'll finalize a solid roadmap to go ahead with. I do not want to limit the discussion and that entire logical argument between Chandraji and myself. We'll invite all of you and we'll take it up. However, let's see what is happening. These individual taxpayers have different categories. The categories are below 5 lakhs, 5 to 10 lakhs and above 10 lakhs. Our focus is on the above 10 lakhs category. If you see in 2021 assessment year of taxpayers, and it's available in the income tax portal, was only 54 lakh individuals who paid more than 10 lakh rupees who are in the income tax bracket of 10 lakh rupees. And in the very next year, which is assessment year 21-22, this 54 lakh number jumped to 81 lakh number. There is close to 200% rise in this number Despite of that was COVID period. Imagine our country being so resilient to economic turmoil could actually generate 167% rise in taxpayers of the highest category, right? Now, also research says, Nielsen survey says 73% of Indian consumers are willing to pay more for any product or service which is around social cause. Now, when we triangulate that potential customer base is constantly growing. Now, I'm sure by 23-24 end, this 81 lakh would have crossed 1 crore. We don't have that data, but that can be a very safe assumption. So, 1 crore critical mass with a tax bracket of 10 lakhs rupees and more, out of these 73% are very much willing to pay more for products and services which are committed to social cause, creates a huge greenfield for Beggars Corporation. That's the premise, right? Now, what we are targeting today, as we heard, 2150 members are part of Beggars Corporation. We're targeting by next 5 years, we'll take it to 5,25,000 members. We have created a suitable point of integration with these members with 10,000 rupees per annum as a commitment. साल में 10,000 रुपए वो खर्चा करेंगे बेगर्स कॉर्पोरेशन के प्रोडक्ट एंड सर्विसेज लेने के लिए. I'll also give you a glimpse of services that we are thinking and I'll give you that quickly. And ये 10,000 लोग 10,000 रुपए वो खर्चा करेंगे साल में इन बेगर्स कॉर्पोरेशन प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज में. And let's remember they're in the tax bracket of more than 10 lakh rupees and more. And हम कह रहे हैं कि 10 साल तक अगर हमने उनका कस्टमर लाइफ साइकिल वैल्यू बना दिया, जो कि उसके बदले वो लाइफ मेंबर हो जाएंगे बेगर्स कॉर्पोरेशन का, and we'll keep as a group we'll keep curating their benefits of association, then our target is going to be met. We are saying that in 1 year, the very first year, अगर हम यही प्लान लेके चले, इसी टारगेट कस्टमर को टारगेट करें एंड हमारे प्रोडक्ट्स एंड सर्विसेज रेडी रखें, सो वी आर श्योर दैट 25 करोड़ इंडियन रुपीस कैन बी द प्रोजेक्टेड रेवेन्यू फॉर फर्स्ट ईयर इन बेगर्स कॉर्पोरेशन. एंड दैट रेवेन्यू विल कंटिन्यू टू ग्रो and we can accumulate 1125 CR, which is a targeted revenue in the next 5 years. Right? Now let's see how the competition landscape is spanning out for Beggars Corporation, because people are donating now in very different paradigm of their donation mindset. We are talking about a very new dimension and not donation, that to investment. So let's see two different axes of psychology here. On the x-axis, you will see from donation to purchase is a psychological change, right? On the y-axis, you will see no personal impact story. मैंने किसी भिखारी को ट्रैफिक लाइट में देखा और मैंने 20 रुपए दे दिया, मुझे नहीं पता क्या वो इम्पैक्ट हुआ, कैन आई कैरी दिस इम्पैक्ट विथ मी. और मैंने किसी रिलीफ फंड में मैंने दे दिया 5,000 रुपए, मुझे थोड़ा टैक्स बेनिफिट भी मिल गया. But what is that impact that I carried? I don't know. So the y-axis says no personal impact story to see and show your impact at a larger platform, right? So Beggars Corporation fits really well on the X plus and Y plus coordinate, where it is not donation, it's purchase, high degree of involvement, and also everybody part of Beggars Corporation can show that impact. We are addressing thus a very visible problem. We are thinking of a sustainable solution. We call it a permanent solution. And the very ethos of punya that every Indian would like to earn throughout their lifetime, can also be visible and can be made visible to others. Right? Very quickly taking you through donor behavior. Religious donation is the highest. 3/4 of the entire donation, retail donation that happens in our country is religious donation. And that is one of the reasons why Mr. Mishra started this entire concept in Varanasi, which is one of the epicenter of religious belief in India. Payment mode, vastly used is like 92% of payment mode is cash, and people get this or donate. The people who donate, they get this channel of information by face-to-face interaction. They actually encounter people who seek donation. The communication, 40% of the communication is through in-person meetings, 36% through volunteers. We come across many volunteer activity, whether you are working in a bookstore or a railway platform or around the university campus, many places. And we also receive communication through phone calls or any other media, which is around 20%. Surprisingly, Maharashtra is a state which has highest volume of donation, or 31%, followed by Karnataka, Tamil Nadu and Andhra. What we are thinking is how we can maximize this entire story of donation for a better sustainable cause for our country and make our country begging free is by creating a citizens committee in every state and metro. That will be definitely require a workforce. The massive workforce is branded as cause representatives. We are thinking and planning is 1,000 cause representatives, how they can be mobilized. They are to be backed and enabled by 100 cause ambassadors who would be more closely associated with the core team and take this forward. We had 2 successful events ran, one with Dr. Srivas Sahasranam at Varanasi. The other one when Dr. Parth Chopra came from Germany and he visited Varanasi, met Mr. Mishra and the entire team. Ravinderji, to your question, and Naman is here, we're thinking purely from a digital point of view. We know the future is digital, right? And you took it to a notch higher saying AI. AI has a lot of impact, it's going to play a lot of impact, but somewhere we have to start. We haven't started yet. It's a website which has a digital identity of Beggars Corporation. Of course, it's a fully transactional and intuitive website with all the updates and opens for further interaction. How we are going to take it forward is definitely mobile is the future. We're thinking, which will come back with a very solid plan very soon, is thinking how every activity or every objective that we embark throughout our journey to make Beggars Corporation more sustainable and scalable is going to be in this smart handheld device called mobile phone. All smartphones, starting from discovery to traceability of anybody's investment or association with Beggars Corporation, would be there. It would be backed by audit. It would be backed by collective brain and effort of ours. And beggars turned entrepreneurs can be even not only, as I said, discoverable there, starting throughout their journey, but throughout their life of an investor and life of an entrepreneur. They can be actually interacted, and that social credit can be actually traced throughout on this mobile device. So that's the future. Now, in order to do this entire story, what we are thinking is definitely you need investment. And as a principle, we have said that we will not take donation, right? Not for the beggars, brothers and sisters who are associated with us, or even the potential ones who are going to be associated with us, not even for the organization. What we are looking forward to is impact investors who would be part of the foundational program of our project, where we require definitely certain funds, and we are working on a calculation of how that fund can be utilized. So our objective is around 14.9 crore rupees would be required to create a Begging Free India fund, and that fund will make the foundation of Beggars Corporation infrastructurally, technologically, with marketing avenues, and definitely with mind share stronger, so that in the first year we achieve our 25 CR revenue goal. And out of this 25 CR, definitely the profit will again be invested. So the wishful vision is we don't need more than 14.9 CR. Once that 14.9 CR is there, we'll try for this 25 CR, and it will be a rolling profit and revenue which will take us to 1125 CR Indian rupees in the fifth year. So that's the plan. Now that 14.9 CR, we call it Begging Free India Fund. We are curating the modus operandi and the structure around the fund. I think we'll come back very soon. We're targeting by 2 weeks, we'll come back with that fund. And we'll need everybody's help to mobilize it so that we are on a fast track and we achieve our target as per the timeline. Right?